Let's do some practice today on identifying quadrilaterals. So we have a question here. What quadrilateral is this? The opposite sides, if you see, are equal. And also the opposite sides are parallel to one another. So is it a parallelogram? Yes, it is a parallelogram. If I ask you a question, why can't this figure be a rectangle? A rectangle is a figure which has opposite sides that are equal and parallel to each other, but they meet perpendicular to each other. There should be right angles in a rectangle, which is not the case here. So, it cannot be a rectangle. This is a parallelogram. Why can't this figure be a rhombus? In a rhombus also we have parallel sides, but in a rhombus all sides are equal, which is not the case in our question. So this is not a rhombus. So why can't this figure be a kite? Because in a kite, only the adjacent sides are equal, not all the sides, which is not the case here. So it can be a kite. So why can't this be a trapezium? A trapezoid usually has only one set of parallel lines. Only one set of parallel lines. The other lines are not parallel. These are not parallel to each other. But in our case, we have two sets of parallel lines, the opposite lines. So this is not a trapezium. So this is a parallelogram that we had, which had two pairs of parallel sides. Now, what figure is this? Is it a square? Looks like it is a square, but it is not. Because there are right angles, agreed. A square has right angles, but all the sides equal? No. Only the opposite sides are equal, which happens in the case of a rectangle only, where opposite sides are equal and parallel. How about identifying this figure? Is this a rectangle? No. Is this a square? No. Is this a parallelogram? No. Parallelogram has opposite sides which are parallel and equal. Is it a rhombus? No. Rhombus has all sides equal. Is it a kite? A kite should have adjacent sides equal. Is it a trapezoid, which has at least one set of parallel lines like this? No, we don't have any parallel lines in our question. So it is just a quadrilateral. Now we have a question here where all sides are equal. So this is a rhombus. All sides are equal. Can this shape be a kite? No, because in a kite, the adjacent sides are equal. It can be a square because square has right angles. So this is a quadrilateral. And this is a kite. See the adjacent sides being equal. This is a square, all sides equal and right angles. This is a parallelogram. Opposite sides parallel to one another and equal to each other. This is a trapezoid. At least one set of lines are parallel. Rectangle. So this is a picture of all the figures we have discussed.